Want to speak real Czech from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at czechclass101.com.
Want to finally start speaking in your target language? In this guide, you'll discover the top 7 ways to practice speaking on your own with our lessons. Let's begin. Number 1, shadowing. Shadowing is a proven learning technique where all you do is repeat what you hear in order to practice speaking. So, access any audio or video lesson on the site and press the play button to start. Then, as you listen or watch, just repeat the conversations. Or, even easier, read along out loud with the dialogue section. The script is right there in front of you. With our lessons, you can master entire conversations, just like that. Number 2, read out loud. I just mentioned it, but reading out loud is another powerful tactic and deserves its own mention. With every lesson, you get written transcripts and translations. So, as you play the lesson, read the dialogue out loud as you hear it. Why? By reading out loud, you're also practicing your speaking skills. You can do this with the lesson notes, the lesson transcript, or the dialogue tool. With the dialogue tool, you can listen to each line again and again, and repeat out loud until you master them all. Number 3, speed up your reading to speed up your speaking. Being able to speak without thinking is a sign of language mastery. If you're talking to a native and can respond quickly, they'll assume that you're fairly fluent. How can you do this? When you read out loud, try increasing your speed a little bit every time. So, start by reading with the dialogue tool. If you're like most learners, you'll read the first line slowly. That's because you're still getting used to the words, which is okay. Reread it. On your second try, you know most of the words, and you'll read a little faster. Reread it again. On your third try, you'll be even faster, at a native speaker's speed. And being able to read these phrases out loud and fast will help you speak fast. Number 4, record and compare yourself with native speakers. In order to sound like a native speaker, you must imitate native speakers. So here's how. Access the voice recorder, which is in the dialogue study tool in every lesson. Click on the microphone icon. Listen to the native speaker's audio, and then record yourself. You can then compare the 2 recordings side by side, and practice and try again and again until you perfect your pronunciation. Number 5, get feedback from our Premium Plus teacher. If you're learning by yourself and don't have access to real teachers, then you can always get feedback from our Premium Plus teachers. With the My Teacher tool, you can record yourself speaking and send the audio file to the teacher. They'll review it and tell you what to improve and how. That's it. Number 6, level up your speaking with Premium Plus assignments. With Premium Plus, you can also get assignments that cover reading, writing, listening, and even speaking from your teacher. These assignments can be tailored to your goals and needs. You get a new one every week, or anytime you're ready for a new one. Number 7, get even more lessons in the lesson library. If you want even more lessons on speaking and conversations, visit our lesson library and under Category, choose Conversation. You'll get all of the pathways and lessons that are focused on speaking. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share it with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way, and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Want to speak real Czech from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at czechclass101.com.
Au, promiňte,
Ano?
moje noha.
Aha, omlouvám se. Já jsem Tom.
Já jsem Mary.
Těší mě.
Také mě těší. Dobrý večer.
Promiňte, můžete mi dát jídelní lístek?
Ano, chvilinku prosím.
Promiňte, můžete mi také dát vodu?
Jistě.
Promiňte, už bych si chtěl objednat.
Dobře.
Tak tě vítám, pojď dál.
Díky. Tady je malý dárek. Snad se ti bude líbit.
Moc krát děkuju.
Není zač.
In this lesson, we are going to learn how to use good manners as you thank people. Připraveni? Are you ready? Tak začneme. So let's start. There are several ways to thank someone. Let's start with the easiest. It's just one word. Děkuju. Děkuju. Děkuju means thank you. When saying thank you very much, you just need to add moc. Děkuju moc. Moc means a lot. So děkuju moc is like saying thank you very much. During the last lesson, we discussed the informal and the formal way of speaking Czech. Děkuju is the casual way to thank someone. If you want to be more formal, there is another phrase you should use. Děkuju vám. Děkuju vám. Let's break this phrase down. Děkuju means thanks. Vám is a formal word for you in the dative case. Notice that we don't use vás, as in the last lesson. We will discuss Czech pronouns in more depth in a later lesson. The full sentence once again. Děkuju vám. How do you answer? It's easy. Here are two different ways to do it. The first is prosím. Prosím. This means you're welcome. Prosím can be used with just about anybody. The other way to say you are welcome is the expression není zač. Není zač. Literally, this phrase means there is nothing to thank me for, or you don't have to thank me. But it has become a common and polite way to respond to someone thanking you. So when someone says děkuju to you, you can simply reply with prosím or není zač. Now it's time for Veronica's insights. If you're not sure about whether to use děkuju or děkuju vám, keeping it simple is always your safest bet. You don't have to worry about formal or informal situations. Děkuju can be used with just about anyone, anywhere, and at any time. In spoken Czech, you can also hear the word díky. It is a very casual and easy way to thank someone. In this lesson, you are going to learn how to introduce yourself in Czech. We will start speaking right away, but first, it's important to clarify that in Czech, there is a difference between the formal and the informal language. Let's first see how Czech people introduce themselves in an informal situation. Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Ráda tě poznávám. Hi, I'm Veronika. Nice to meet you. Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Ráda tě poznávám. For males, the form of ráda changes to rád. Ahoj, já jsem Petr. Rád tě poznávám. Hi, I'm Petr. Nice to meet you. Ahoj, já jsem Petr. Rád tě poznávám. Start by saying ahoj, já jsem. Then say your name. Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Finally say ráda tě poznávám if you are a female or rád tě poznávám if you are a male. Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Ráda tě poznávám. Ahoj, já jsem Petr. Rád tě poznávám. And now let's see the same sentence in formal speech. Dobrý den, já jsem Veronika Nová. Ráda vás poznávám. Good day, I'm Veronika Nová. Nice to meet you. Dobrý den. Já jsem Veronika Nová. Ráda vás poznávám. And again, the form of ráda changes to rád for males. Dobrý den, já jsem Petr Nový. Rád vás poznávám. Hi, I'm Petr Nový. Nice to meet you. Dobrý den, já jsem Petr Nový. Rád vás poznávám. So what has changed from the previous introduction? Let's take a close look at these expressions together. Ahoj has been substituted with the formal greeting Dobrý den, Czech for good day. Já jsem Veronika has not been changed. Já jsem simply means I am. However, during a formal self-introduction, we also say our last name. So I said Veronika Nová. Here you would say your full name. Finally, pay attention to the ending. We went from tě poznávám to vás poznávám. What changes is the Czech word for you in the accusative case. In a formal sentence, we use the more polite word vás. One more time, the informal way to introduce yourself in Czech is Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Ráda tě poznávám, for females. And Ahoj, já jsem Petr. Rád tě poznávám, for males. The formal way to introduce yourself is Dobrý den, já jsem Veronika Nová. Ráda vás poznávám, for females. And Dobrý den, já jsem Petr Nový. Rád vás poznávám, for males. Now it's time for Veronica's insights. When you introduce yourself, it's a good habit to shake hands. If you are not sure whether to use ráda tě poznávám, rád tě poznávám, ráda vás poznávám, or rád vás poznávám, just say simply těší mě. As I said at the beginning of this lesson, těší mě means I am pleased to meet you. If you use the correct sentence with Czech people, they're definitely going to be impressed. In this lesson, you will learn some of the most common greetings used in the Czech Republic. Připraveni? Are you ready? Tak začneme. So let's start. The most common informal greeting is ahoj. Ahoj. Ahoj means hi or hello. We should only use this greeting with friends or relatives. The most common formal greetings will change depending on the time of day. Let's start with Dobrý den. Dobrý den. Literally, Dobrý den means good day. As a rule of thumb, we can use Dobrý den only during the daytime, from late morning until early evening. In the morning, we say Dobré ráno, which means good morning. Dobré ráno. During the evening, we say Dobrý večer. Dobrý večer. Den, ráno, and večer are Czech for day, morning, and evening, respectively. Easy, right? Dobrý is the form of the adjective used in combination with masculine nouns, and dobré is the form we use with neuter nouns. It means good. What should you say when you leave? Czech people usually say nashledanou when leaving in a formal situation. Nashledanou. Nashledanou means goodbye. If we say goodbye to friends or our relatives, we use the informal word ahoj. Ahoj. Maybe you have already noticed, but informal hello and goodbye are the same in Czech. In both situations, we simply say ahoj. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Czech. Let's review them all again. First, the greetings. Informally, we simply say ahoj. Formally, use dobré ráno in the morning, dobrý den in the afternoon, and dobrý večer in the evening. When leaving in a formal situation, we say nashledanou. And in an informal situation, it's ahoj. It's easy, isn't it? Now it's time for Veronica's insights. You can also hear other greetings in the Czech Republic. For example, young people might use nazdar for hello when they meet each other. It is also very common to use the word čau for both hello and goodbye in informal situations. But I'm sure you could guess what it means if you happen to hear it in the streets.